Saber-rattling continues to threaten an already tense Middle East with Iran's latest threat to attack Israel. According to the Wall Street Journal, Israel is preparing for a direct attack from Iran on southern or northern Israel as soon as the next 24 or 48 hours. A person briefed by the Iranian leadership, however, said that while plans to attack are being discussed, no final decision has been made just as yet. But the news comes after Iran vowed revenge for the April 1st airstrike on its embassy compound in Damascus that killed a top Iranian general and 6 other Iranian military officers, ratcheting up tension in a region that's already strained by the Gaza fighting. The Israeli assault and anticipated Iranian retaliation has raised fears of an all-out regional war in the Middle East amid the raging conflict in Gaza, intensifying tensions and a chorus of calls for de-escalation. Although Israel hasn't confirmed it was behind the strike on Damascus, its leaders have said in as many words that they are operating against Iran, which they accuse of backing Hamas in Gaza and Hezbollah in Lebanon, both of which have been in combat with Israel for the last 6 months. Meanwhile, Israel and its closest ally, the United States, have been anticipating an Iranian attack ever since that strike. Amid heightened tensions, the White House is worried that Iran might strike a U.S. target as part of a potential retaliation for Israel's attack on its embassy in Damascus. United States President Joe Biden has extended an ironclad commitment to Israel against any Iranian attack amid rising concerns of Tehran launching a significant strike in the coming days. The United States has restricted its employees in Israel and their family members from any personal travel outside the Greater Tel Aviv, Jerusalem and Beersheba areas amid Iran's recent threats. The Biden administration has clarified that Iran cannot assume that the U.S. forces, which have been significantly reinforced in Gaza since the war started, will stay out if there is indeed any escalation in conflict between them and Israel. The United States has pledged support to Israel just hours after Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei threatened to strike Israel in response to the recent bombing. Israeli and U.S. officials across various agencies have been in contact over the last few days to prepare for an attack that they believe is imminent. While Israel has said that it was preparing to meet all its security needs over an Iranian threat to strike Israel, Russia and Germany has urged all countries in the Middle East to show restraint. Joining them is France, who has also warned Iran not to attack, and German foreign minister, who has spoken to her Iranian counterpart about the tense situation in the Middle East. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has also called these threats by Tehran to be unacceptable and has pledged that we, like the Americans, fully support Israel's right to defend itself against that. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has appeared to issue a threat to Iran and all the other adversaries, saying that his country is prepared for the challenges in other arenas beyond the war on Gaza. During a recent visit to an airbase in central Israel, Netanyahu has said, and I quote, "We have determined a simple rule: whoever harms us, we will harm them. We are prepared to meet all of the security needs of the state of Israel, both defensively and offensively." The Israeli military has been attacking Iran-linked targets in Syria for years on as Tehran deepened its military presence in the war-torn country. But the recent attack on the Iranian diplomatic facility in Damascus earlier this month was seen to be especially brazen, invoking strong condemnations from across the Middle East and the rest of the world.